Listen, I've met a lot of great guys out there. I've met a lot of great guys. It's very sad, the rap industry, but we got a new guy named Boats, and he's very, very good. Yeah. It's officially the worst album of all time. Yours truly. Yeah. I just got out another rehab clinic, that's an admission. There's a lot of shit I haven't addressed, an active addiction. So come on, sit back and listen. I'm not a mathematician, but it's chalk and adding up all the plastic cups that I pissed in. All the staff and clinicians asking about prescriptions, having a chat about my past.
All right, we're back. It is Sunday afternoon, 5 p.m. nearly. 40% of this person on my left is Irish. The rest of them is Nordic, Spanish. What else?
It's not Spanish, Portuguese, French, Canadian, English. 100% American, baby.
100% American. But I could see you having an ancestor that was like a fucking nasty trapper.
Yeah.
A trapper.
Oh,
like
yeah,
a Canadian trapper.
Yeah, I
You know what I
bet we
mean?
weren't like speaking French
tongues?
Canadian. We weren't pea soup drinkers. We were trapping in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beavers.
We
The
were
beaver
like-
tray was hot.
We were like degens from up north.
Yeah, the beaver tray was hot back then. I can tell you that right now. It's slowed down drastically in recent years, both for the Canadians and
I think
for
I
me.
said it recently on the podcast that my grandmother's maiden name is Desjardins. I said it recently.
Which
right?
sounds like
pretty
sounds like an 80s rap goddess almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have a special guest today on the podcast. Auteur? Is that how you say it? Auteur, right?
I don't even know. I wouldn't consider myself that.
Okay, all right. Aspiring filmmaker, current filmmaker, content maker, Andrew Connelly from South Boston. Originally Wave Situate,
Yes.
right? So real quick, before we get into this, here's generally speaking how people come to be guests on this show. One of two ways. One, they're like in our ancillary friend group, like somewhere along the lines of the three of us, right? So like we originally, the three of us were originally not friends. Like we didn't start this because we were friends.
Yeah, it's fucked
We
up.
were enemies.
We were enemies. we were fierce enemies. Yeah, we had rivaling middling podcasts, and we came together to form like almost like Voltron.
It's like the Allies.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I knew Danny from something. I thought he was very talented. What I thought, this is what I like about your content. Well, I'll get to it. Is that I was hating so much like the content that was coming out that was like somebody doing a horribly just blown out accent, right? And acting like a dickhead.
Oh, the Boston accent?
The Boston accent.
Yes.
Right? So, and I started looking around and being like, wow, there's really not any podcasts that are what I think are reflective of like what it's just like to be from around here. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like that. So I got Danny, we started it, episode 69, Fitz came on. Pause. And that's how the whole thing started. So
I don't think you have to say pause with 69.
no, I don't think so either. But
No, yeah.
all the kids are doing it, so I figured.
You know it's in
Unless
Brendan's
it's
head.
another dude.
Yeah, Brendan's head had two dudes.
Yeah. I think that's the terminology.
It's the best part about it. My favorite 69. So, but we have all these ancillary friends because it was of these three friend groups that have made up a lot of guests that are repeat guests that are great and very funny people. Otherwise, would only be heard on job sites, right? And are here. And then there's the other way, which is like we just see somebody out there. We're like, this guy is doing something we think is cool. We'd like to
doing
have him on.
69.
Yeah. And so that's how Will Noonan actually came on the podcast. Like Will
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
like connected and became friends. I'm like, I'm just gonna make this person my friend, and there's nothing he can do about it. Now he's sending me pictures of his like what's he got, like a Mustang last night with a Bud Light on it. But I was like, this content's fucking great. This is for me. Like this is fucking hilarious. It's unbelievably well shot. Like so, like we've done some skits and it's all filmed. Like we're filming it now on an iPhone. So you started making stuff like when you were very young, right?
Yeah, when I was like 6, probably with my brothers. My brother Joe was like the main filmmaker of the family. He's a big animator now on YouTube.
Oh, really?
He has a way bigger following than me, but it's just animation. He makes Godzilla versus King Kong animation. He has like 150K subs now.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's
he's,
awesome.
he's
How old are
huge. I'm 26. But
Fuck yeah, dude.
we'd make Hulk movies when we were kids in Maine. We're all like, we'd go up to Maine every summer, but we didn't like the beach that much. We were like, fat indoor people.
In white,
so,
in white.
So we bring up like Hulk costumes, and we would just film stuff every summer. And then they like we put them on YouTube in like 2010, and they just started blowing up. Not in America, like Brazil, Mexico, India, like.
So
But
you're an international stuff.
international, yeah. We made an international name, and like people were writing fan fiction about. Someone wrote fan fiction about
serious?
me in Mexico. They killed me off on the second page. He made himself the main character. I was like, what? like, but so I've been doing it pretty much, yeah, for like 20 years now, I'd say. And then like when I was 10, I tried to get into acting. Like I was like trying to get background work on movies in Boston whenever that was happening. And then when I was in middle school, I just started making my own. Started making like just dumb little sketches, put them on YouTube, and then it kind of evolved into wanting to be a filmmaker, making the serious stuff. And now I'm back to the sketches, basically.
Yeah, but
Full circle.
but I don't know. So this is maybe my question: is that like, so the obviously clearly the biggest story in other than Backrooms, I guess, would be the Obsession, right?
Yeah.
Curry Baker's movie, right?
I liked it.
So I like Obsession. So, but Curry Baker made all these sketches on the way to while he was like creating
Yeah, he
this
just
thing.
make like little comedy sketches.
So I just wonder, like, I wanted to ask you, is that like kind of like a play now of like content, like because how else would you? All right, so say like when I was 23, now I'm older than fucking dirt. You would have to move to LA, right? You would
Yeah.
have to like fucking become like a fucking intern, do all that shit to get access to anything, right?
I try. When I was like in college and out of college, I applied to like thousands of LA jobs. and
Really?
just
Nothing?
Denied immediately. Like right as I was sending send, they'd already replied back like, nah, you know, thanks.
But here's what's remarkable, right? Is that back when I was then like literally, if you wanted to look at tits on the internet, it took 12 minutes for it to load. Now
Brutal.
you can film fucking like your own shit
High
like
def.
in South Boston and like get it up the next day. Like the world's changed, right? So like
know.
the access, and sometimes the access
Big
to
red
that's not as
OnlyFans.
great because everybody can do it. But like, I think that's why your stuff stands out is it's very well done. So like,
Yeah, because we're like, I try to get like, I still wanted to have like a cinematic feel to it, I guess.
Yeah.
So we try to get like actual cinematographers to shoot it because I've shot some myself where I'm like filming, like I put the camera down and then I film it and like it gets the job done, but it just like doesn't have the look that I'm going for. So
Yeah.
it's way better to like get a crew to film like instead of trying to film like a short film in a day, you just get like an actual crew and film 4 sketches in a day, so you can just kind of pop out like a couple great things.
yeah. And do you get like, so on the what you have, like I was watching it the other day, so I'm like, okay, going through some of the older ones, Nuclear, this is recent, but like whatever. And then I come up with Secret Admirer, which how old were you when you did that?
I forgot about that. I think I was like 16.
Dude, this is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. It's, like it literally is like a fucking crazy horror.
Yeah, I made a lot of
He's-
horror movies in high school, like a lot of fucked up horror movies. Like I got called into the office for a
Dude,
couple of them.
I was sitting there, I'm like, oh, I didn't see this happening this way, like at all. Like locking some kid up in his basement for months at a time. Like
That's like every movie I made in high school. It's like, 'cause I had a creepy basement, so every script was like, we got to use the basement somehow. It's just someone tied up in a basement.
So yeah. So anyway, so I just wondered if that like Curry Baker thing is like, or what the playbook is, or if there is a playbook to like getting more of your stuff seen and like that type of stuff.
I mean, the Curry Baker stuff, I only like found out about him this year, so it's like,
Okay.
oh man, it'd be sweet if we could make like nuclear football feature film.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. But
Yeah.
yeah, basically I'm just trying to get recognition or get the sketches more noticed and stuff. The traditional route that I was going for is I was making these short films like Mulva Hill and stuff like that,
Yep.
and then hope it'd get into like a film festival and then it gets seen by, you know, some producer who
Sure.
wants to make it a full movie. That's like the traditional film route, but now Instagram and stuff, it can be seen by a ton of people. Like the Boston accent sketch that we did with Chris Connelly.
It's
and
fucking
Derek
amazing.
Fay.
The cop,
It's amazing.
Yeah, that guy, that Trump's press secretary liked it. Sean Spicer, like on day 2. Apparently he's a Massachusetts guy. He liked it, and he followed Garrett. And he didn't follow me. I was fucking pissed off. I was
no.
like, you kidding me? Like, it's my account.
I would have hit his DM, dude.
Be like, hey, can you, it really helps you give me a follow. Like, just to grow the channel, Mr. Press Secretary.
My ego is taking a little hit here the last day.
I need that, but yeah, with Instagram, if it blows up, I guess it has like a chance to just hit anybody's account, and then maybe I don't know, maybe they'll reach
So
out
weird,
and want to
like-
make something with it. But it's like But it's also at the same time, it is content. Like, you ever see a sketch that you really like, and then like a day or two later, you're not really thinking about it because you can just keep scrolling.
Sure.
So
That's the hard part.
that's the thing. Yeah. So trying to get it to stand out. So I've been trying to use it as just basically like a whole, just part of a bigger thing. So it's sketches, movies, acting, just to kind of build a brand off of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like, I thought, by the way, I think your acting was fucking great in nuclear football. I thought it was fucking, we were talking about it.
I thought it was unreal
It
because
was
you
very good.
play such a big fuck up
Agent Connelly, dude.
in an important job. And I was like, this dude is hateable but lovable at the same time.
Yes.
Just a
Yeah.
dumbass. Yeah.
Like
He just can't do
he's a
anything
good
right.
guy, trash person. He's a fucking
Yeah.
he's an
Slogan.
idiot.
Blows up Paris. He's like, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's secretly bad, but
Yeah, like he's bad, but like that's a tough thing to pull off. Is like you should hate this fucking guy, but like at the same time, you're like, I wouldn't mind if this guy wins a little bit. You know, if he gets a win under his belt. Like I'm
he
going to a
kind of
hotel
does
bar.
because he doesn't really care whatever happens. So he's basically an anarchist in a way.
Yeah, yeah,
Back to talking about like you had to move to LA and shit to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
So me and my brother are 20 years apart. We have 4 sisters in between.
Oh, no kidding.
So he goes to college at UCLA, gets a job at Paramount Studios. My mother and I was a baby, obviously. Me and my mother flew out there, and there's a picture floating around. I don't think I've ever seen it, but it's been told 100 times. There's a picture with Paul Newman holding me. So I'm a big Paul Newman guy.
you've always said this.
And I've never
We need this picture.
I've never seen the picture, but
No one's seen the picture.
from like 6 years old to
Andrew,
like,
my father's a giant.
Yeah.
Have I told you that yet?
so from like
One
6
eye.
years old, it's been confirmed by my brother that Paul Newman did hold me.
No,
Hold me,
I do believe your brother. He's a man of morals and
but
principle.
I've never seen the picture, so I can't confirm or deny. But from like 6 years old till about 28, I told everyone that I've ever known that my brother was a big producer in Hollywood. That wasn't true. I'm pretty sure he was just a laborer. And like,
Still in the industry.
I'm just a habitual liar. So I apologize to anyone that I've ever said that to, because that was not the truth. He's now in finance.
So how did that like come about? Like your mom say, like, "Will you hold my baby?" To Paul Newman. Like, how
If
did
you
that-
knew my mother, dude, that's exactly what
Or did
happened.
Paul Newman just like grab you?
Did I ever tell you the story about my mother when Joe Frazier came into her bar?
No.
So Joe Frazier, the boxer,
Yeah.
was in the bar. My mother was the bartender, obviously, and she was, doing his table. And Joe Frazier says to my mother, he says, "Hey, do me a favor. Go get that girl's attention for me." So my mother brings over this fucking behemoth of a woman. He goes, "Not that one, the other one." She said, "Oh, my bad. Go back to your table. Grab your friend." Not the friend. That's a true story. And I have that picture of Joe Frazier and my mother. That's pretty dope.
I got a story. Actually, so Andrew, we do a Patreon. You don't have to stay for it, but that's where we tell some of the off
I got
stuff. Remind me to tell the Robert Parrish story.
Yep.
Afterwards. He did molest me. Just kidding. But so what's next? You got stuff lined up that you're doing now? You're always, I saw yesterday you were like, I need 3, or Friday night I was out. I saw you like, I need a guy to shoot like 3
That's
sketches.
the thing. Yeah. Like I have a horrible way of getting people. Like a day before a sketch, I'm like, I need actors and a crew. Like I just posted like 24 hours in advance. But
Andrew, I'm available.
you guys should all be in a sketch.
Nice. We'd love to do it.
We should do a Boston accent sketch 5 where you guys face off against everybody.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sure you get responses to those, right?
A ton of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll just pick like one friend that I usually work with. But like my DMs usually flood when I post that. But
Yeah, I bet.
it's good to like just build a catalog.
So real quick, just so I could give context to this. So the sketch that we keep referencing about on your Boston accent one, the
Right.
general idea is you're with your buddy. You're both not truly from Boston, but your buddy's just throwing on. It's Garrett, right? Is his name?
Yeah.
He's throwing on like a hard
Sean.
Boston accent to the guy who's
A town or not
a
apparently
real, supposed to be a real townie, right?
Yeah, they don't like being called townie in Southie for some
No,
reason.
yeah,
It's-
yeah.
I'm from Charlestown.
Yeah, it's Charlestown only gets the
Yeah.
townie.
And the reason why I think it's so good is that like I feel like everybody else is playing it like at least in the sketches I see, it's like they're playing it so up like and
Right.
hard like that. It's like oh this is, but like that is like a smart sketch. It's like this is what's this is what makes it funny. He's throwing it on and like and the Marty guy's like oh yeah
You're
fuck
the
this
band.
Drink as long as you want.
It's like, it's just like based on a true story. I like know people in Boston who are not from there who just will throw on a Boston accent. I don't know why. Like I don't know what
Just
the
code
lore-
switching?
Yeah, code switching to a Boston
does that?
accent.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Danny's brother-in-law is black, and he famously on one of our podcasts we had his brother-in-law on.
Apparently, I turned into Tupac.
He
Really?
did. Yeah, he
You're
basically.
like Tarantino on that
Yeah,
one.
I
You ever
just-
see that?
now
video?
you were on about 19 Sun Cruises as
Yeah.
this happened. So
I didn't. I honestly, I just don't know when it happens. It just fucking does.
It just comes out.
It just does. I'm like, fuck out of here, B. You know, it's just. I'm like,
So all right. So when those are shot, just because I have this question, like they're shooting on like real like high fucking definition cameras. Like
Usually, yeah, like we'll try and get like someone of like a very good camera. Like that one was shot on the Sony EV10. It doesn't really mean anything, but it was like we tried to shoot on like actual with good lenses and a good camera, just because it really just makes the sketch look a lot better.
It looks
But
so much good.
We were talking about that sketch yesterday. Actually, it made it look so. We shot it in the dead of winter, and the snow was just a huge part of it. The snow reflected the light and made it look super cinematic. We've tried to recreate it for every other sketch. It just looks like dog shit. It just doesn't work. So the stars were aligned that day, I guess, when it came to that.
Yeah.
All the other two sketches we filmed that day bombed. So that was the.
I don't know about you, but like when I think of like a Boston sketch, I always think of winter, like a guy with like a knit hat or something.
Yeah,
like
like a
that,
Bruins hat and like
Yep.
a hoodie on
yeah,
and everything.
Absolutely.
all right, let me ask you this because you'd be the guy to ask. I assume you're a huge cinephile.
Yeah.
What are your favorite Boston movies?
Oh, that's a good question. I always have a little bit of beef with Boston movies just because of what we're talking about. All the actors try to throw on the thickest Boston accent,
Yeah.
like Tom Hanks and Catch Me If You
Can
Can.
you-
Garbage.
Yeah.
So bad.
You know, there's this one movie that I saw a couple years ago with Kevin Costner. It's called 13 Days.
Yeah,
It's
I know
about
that.
the
Yeah.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner's a guy from Boston. It's the worst accent I've ever seen in a movie. He says report card like report card. It's just like, Jesus Christ, dude, what the fuck?
Tone it down.
And then I looked up the guy. He wasn't even from like, I don't even think he was from Boston. I think he was just from Massachusetts.
Kevin Costner's just in his feels, just
He's
going
just
for
like,
it.
I think he'd have a Boston accent. No, but favorite Boston movies. I really love.
They're like, Kevin, you just do it, do you? You know what I mean?
yeah, and he just throws it on.
I'll be back. I'm going to the packy.
I think Mystic River. I really like Mystic River a lot. That was
Yeah.
a great one. What was the town? I loved the town when I was growing up. I rewatched it
Recently?
not too long ago. I was just like, all right.
I think the town's
He
great.
just-
You know what I think the town's great for? Like, if you have to do like administrative work for whatever job you have, like, and you're just sitting around, it's great to have on the background. Like, it's not unbelievable.
John Hamm's great. He's my favorite character.
John Hamm's great.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner for me.
Renner's great.
Renner
was-
Russian, that
Renner
dude.
was-
I have to say this. I give an amazing amount of credit when somebody who's not from Boston pulls it off because it's so hard, like, to do it.
But
Because
it's like the broad in Gone Baby Gone. The mother.
yeah,
She
yeah.
was
Is he
awesome.
actually from Southie?
No, she's
No.
from like fucking Arizona or something.
Oh, really?
And she's in The Wire.
Yeah,
like-
I know you fucking ruined my life with that. I
you didn't realize it was her?
I had no idea, dude, and it's my favorite season.
B.D. Russell from The Wire.
So fucking
That's the only one. That's the show I haven't watched yet. I just
You know
keep-
what, Andrew? You
Dude,
were cool.
Andrew.
You were all right.
You
No,
gotta
I
watch.
My brother loves watch. I just keep rewatching The Sopranos. That's it. It's my favorite show.
That's 1B. 1A is The Wire.
It's weird. That's like a huge like fight between. I watched a few episodes of The Wire, and it was good.
I'll tell
but,
you why it's hard. I think it's hard for. So I'm the oldest. I'd be the eldest statesman of this podcast right now that we're on. I think it's hard for people who are under 30 to like eat. First of all, like the way it looks. Second of all,
beepers.
like just the beepers. Like
I
it's-
like the look of the show. I love like The Sopranos is super dated looking like the first season, but
Yeah.
I kind of like that look to it. There's a real like a nostalgic feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son's the same way. He's like The Wire. I can't get through it. I'm like, you're a dummy. Just like
Someone
Andrew
told me you can't
Connelly.
watch season 2. Like season 2 sucks, but you get through that. Season 3 is amazing. I'm like, I gotta go
That's
through a
season
whole
two.
season of
So-
shit.
so-
Season
so-
2 is unreal.
So this is
Really?
Yes.
So
I
let
think
me-
it's unreal.
Let me tell you someone that hated season 2. It is now my favorite season.
Really?
Season 2, because it's a drastic change from season 1. Drastic, like totally different.
Isn't it like completely different characters?
Yes.
Or perspective?
I mean, you still see the same characters in season 1, but they're like in the back shot.
right.
Season 2 is now, and then like when you get to season 5 and they tie everything together, like it's like holy shit.
Yeah.
The guy that wrote it is fucking unbelievable.
I gotta
The,
get
the
back.
main character of The Wire is the city of Baltimore. And they basically tell stories from different angles of the city. So you're going from the drug dealers to the port
Dogs.
where they bring the drugs in.
Right.
Then you go into like the kids in school, and then back to the drug dealers, and then you're going to
Cops. And then
the politicians and the newspaper.
Yeah, it's
so
fucking
it goes.
Okay, so it goes
it's
all
sick.
around.
It
sick.
encapsulates
sounds
the whole
good.
entire city.
It sounds good.
Dude, it's
So you'd
unreal.
approve of The Wire.
I think so. But from what I've heard, season 2, people just tell me I have to get through it.
I love
Yeah.
season 2.
Then you look at it, it's like
Season 2 is my
22
favorite.
episodes. You're like, Jesus.
now I have to say, when I went through it was like when my first child was born, and like I'd be like doing night feedings, and I'm like, literally, there was no doom scrolling at that point, nothing like that. So it was like
It has to be TV.
Yeah, we
So you've
have to
only
be
watched it once?
The Wire. No,
Yeah.
I watched it like 3 times.
What do you on, Fitz?
20 plus.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm-
Jeez, damn.
I watched it like 9 times. It's that good, dude.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
I'll get back into it. I think
I
it's 'cause-
actually thought. Sorry to interrupt you. I thought Treme, which they did after that,
Yeah.
was unbelievable.
I
Which is-
couldn't
they
get
did that one.
I
in New
couldn't get
Orleans.
through it
Really?
for whatever reason. I tried it a couple times.
Hey, see, you're not
And I
alone.
couldn't get
You're
through
not
it.
all
alone.
right, perfect.
You're not alone. There's a lot of music in it.
Because Bunk's in that, Freeman's in that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of characters.
There's a lot of the same characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back to that though, like I think like what you're producing, like your content, like for me, like I'm like this is like fucking really unique and doesn't look like anything else I'm seeing. So I'm like I'm not trying to glaze you up. I'm just saying like this is fucking like really cool shit. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're back to the Boston movies. What's your guys' picks?
Oh,
Mine's probably The Town.
The Town.
Yeah.
I think I just didn't like the Ben Affleck. The whole conflict is they kidnapped that woman from the bank, and then he's like, she's actually hot.
That's all of us, though.
Let me stalk her and get all my friends killed.
yeah, and banger. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and fuck
Out
up
of
everybody's
everyone
life.
else in Boston.
Yeah.
So mine's Departed, but everyone hates on that.
I love The
And then-
Departed. I love The
And
Departed.
then one that I watched. Have you ever seen Southie with Donnie Wahlberg?
Buddy, I can quote that entire movie.
I've seen seasons. I didn't watch the movie, but
Fuck you, Whitey.
Yeah, fuck you, Whitey.
And it wasn't Whitey Bulger. It was just
No,
fucking,
it's just fucking Will Arnett.
it's like the bar. You ever been to Whitey's in Southie?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody thinks it's about Whitey Bulger. They're like, that's where he hung out. It's like, no.
Nope.
There's a guy named Whitey owned it. It wasn't Whitey Bulger.
I like. I mean, I will say, like, I'm an old schooler for. I do like Good Will Hunting a lot. I think it's like a interesting movie, and I think that like the premise for what it was. First of all, I think they had the accent, so it was like.
So yeah, it
So
kinda,
when it came
sounded
out,
natural.
yeah. So I can see now it not aging as well as like when it came out. But going back to like when I saw like when I would see somebody and be like, oh, that person has the accent down, but they're not from here. Like Monument Ave, which was a Dennis Leary
Great movie.
Billy Crudup, who played the lead guitar player in Almost Famous, who's clearly not from Boston. He has like maybe a 30-second scene where he's in the bathroom and he's talking to Dennis Leary, and he's like, you know that fat bitch from Charlestown? And he's doing coke in the bathroom, and I'm like, where's that guy from in Boston? And like I look it up, and he's from fucking like California, and I'm like, that's because I think the hardest thing about the Boston accent is that like you meet guys from the South Shore, right? And like they have a different Boston accent than the guys
Right.
from the North Shore, right?
Absolutely.
And it's not the drop in the R's that's the hard part. It's like the inflection. It's like there's a lot of people from the North Shore that like I remember having. So we're at my house right now. I had this guy, and I've told this before, but I had to get French drains put in the bottom right of my house because it kept flooding in the basement. And the guy comes over and he's like, owns this basement fucking company that does French drains, and he's like. You knew, by the way, this guy's like 67. You knew you could trust this guy. You just knew it, right? But he's like, Brendan, he's like, if you get water down here and it happens after we put them in, it's guaranteed. And I'll come out here and we'll redo it for you. And I'm like, I don't know, like, that you can recreate that cadence of like an old guy from like Boston speaking, because everybody else now, like, we all talk so fast, I feel like, because we're trying to get our
There's
words.
different generations of Boston accents for sure.
Yeah, totally.
I still haven't met anyone with a JFK accent. I don't know what
No,
the deal
I
with
think
that one was.
that's 100% made up.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's funny about
Andrew,
made
you're
up
a good
accents?
kid.
I was at
Chappaquiddick.
my buddy got one of my good buddies got married yesterday, like a justice of the peace. Him and a friend of mine, the girl's a friend of mine too. And he was talking about a buddy of ours who we went to high school with. And he's like, dude, he's like, kid's got a made up accent now. He's like, I saw him. Like, what do you mean? He's like, it's like Madonna. He's like, I don't know what's going on. He's like,
English.
it's not from any place. He's like, it's like he concocted this thing for years. He's like, Nobody cares, but he's just made up his own accent. And I'm like, I kind of fucking love it, you know?
He's trying to start something.
Yeah. Nobody's catching on though. At
No,
all.
it's embarrassing, but props to him.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do this little thing we decided on. I briefed you
okay.
on this. Okay.
Oh, I was hoping you didn't tell him.
I know. I wish it was a surprise.
Well,
Well, he didn't tell me any of the plots.
I didn't tell him anything. Well,
don't-
I don't
we
know
don't know
this.
why.
We don't
I
know each
this.
other's.
I don't know this.
Oh, it's okay. Let's do it.
So, how do you want to go in order?
Just go that way. I don't care.
Recency bias happens though, so like we should pick randomly.
Okay.
Fitzy, run a random wheel generator on your phone.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah. Put me, you, and Danny in there, and then put the order in, and then we'll figure
Still
it out.
living off of Lucky Charms.
I
Yeah,
know.
you are.
I know. Fitzy had a reel that like
Random wheel.
he wasn't gonna post that was like him eating Lucky Charms. And he's like,
Got
He's
a
like-
million views.
it's got like
It's
2
almost
million
at
views.
2 now.
What the fuck? It's like just eating Lucky Charms.
No,
It's
it's
not
about.
even him. It's a fucking
about-
spoon.
He's like when you're trying to get just the oat parts, and he goes, "You gotta watch out for these hijackers below," and like pulls up the
Hitchhikers.
hitchhikers, and he pulls it up, and there's like one Lucky Charm marshmallow below.
Marshmallow at the bottom.
People like, I feel seen.
This is
People like,
crazy. I've been doing this, and it's both
Yeah.
sides. I've been doing this for years.
people like
2 million.
Yeah, I'm
2
like,
million
what?
people like preach king.
Meanwhile, we're doing skits, and we're like, this is gonna hit. You know?
No.
Yeah, you guys were talking about that today. You get like one skit that
Yeah.
blows up. You're like, it's it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the
boys.
next one gets like 180 views. Like, what the fuck? Not even my followers watched it.
I'm first.
Okay.
Remove.
I watched it.
Spin. Me, Brendan, Danny.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm fired
Yeah.
up.
So I'm not pitching you.
Okay.
I'm gonna read my like radio promo
Like a,
of my movie.
okay.
Okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Do you have a name for it?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you?
Oh yeah, I got everything. When Brendan said what he had, I said, I gotta go all in.
All right, you ready? Affluent, a coming of age story about a kid from the wrong side of Greenbush. Hunter, meet me at Maria's Pizza. We're gonna go roll some tourists at the lighthouse. He watched all the Affleck movies and wants nothing more than to be respected in these streets. Listen, pal, this ain't Duxbury. This ain't Cohasset. You're in Situate. Watch your fucking mouth. In defiance of his happily married, loving parents, he strives to be from Southie. This party's B-Kid. I'll be chasing trim at the Hibernian if you need me. Situate. At least it's not Hull. Affluent. Coming to theaters spring of 2027.
Fitz, I'll be honest with you before you say a word. That was a gassin'. That was
go.
gas.
Let's go.
That was a great read. You got me.
All right.
I don't know if you were doing the accent or that was just your accent.
All right.
That's why I made the Boston accent sketch mark, because there are people from Situate that will just occasionally do that.
All right, I got a full treatment. Hold on. By the way, when I bought this 6-pack of Amazon readers, as you get older, I didn't realize I was going to look like Elton John's gay son.
I think
put them on.
it's the white frames.
That's
There it
it.
is.
That's the style.
Yeah, it's a style. All right, Dave Reynolds. This movie's called Fight the Power.
Fight the power.
Dave Reynolds is a 31-year-old worker at the R&B in Lowell, Massachusetts. He was raised in an orphanage where his mother dropped him off. He was left with a picture of her and a picture of his father. It's a picture of Flavor Flav. Dave is white and is played by Jesse Plemons.
Okay.
Dave has made his entire personality calling himself David Dave in the third person, and he's the butt of everybody's jokes at work. His room at his apartment is covered with Public Enemy posters. He wears a clock around his neck and has a gold tooth. His manager makes him check his clock every day at work, which makes him very mad. He has only one friend, Jacob, a fellow R&B worker with horrible breath played by Tom Holland.
Probably
Jacob uses all his savings to fly Dave to a show for Public Enemy with backstage pass so he can finally meet his father. Backstage, Dave confronts Flavor and takes the picture out saying, and Flavor says, "You're white, my man. I feel for you, but you ain't mine." One of the entourage clowns Dave, pantsing him, and there is a massive reaction to how well endowed Dave is. Crying, a groupie finds him and sleeps with him. Walking out of the bedroom saying it's the best sex she's ever had. Better than any sex she's ever had in the world, and she's had sex with the entire roster of the Buffalo Bills. Dave is leaving, but watches from afar as two villains have drugged Flavor Flav, and they take off with his signature clock around his neck. As they are leaving, they reveal in conversation that the clock is magic, and if it is removed from the casing and placed in a special vessel, the owner has world domination powers, the ultimate power. He sees them drive off in a van, wakes Flavor Flav up and tells him. Dave still believes Flavor Flav is his father, and his skin is a 1 in a million situation. Flavor says he can't do the tour without the medallion. He can't do it without the clock. Dave says he can use his connection to the RV to track the van down. They use Jacob to track the van down and start pinging off different locations. One is the jeweler who made the clock. They head into a ransacked house. He is tied up, reveals that he had been a jeweler in Russia. The clock had been given to him to build into a magic vessel. He knew he would be killed if he escaped. So he went to Brooklyn, and he put it in one place no one would ever look, Flavor Flav's medallion. Now they are motivated to get the clock back because the worst person in the world wants to get it, Donald Trump. They are one step behind the villains for about 30 minutes, but they bond over this time and create a strong relationship. Flavor is starting to believe some way this may be his son. After all, if there's a magic clock out there, anything is possible. In the final act, they finally catch up to the villains, and they offload a vessel, which is a faceless grandfather clock. They start breaking apart Flavor Flav's clock, and Flavor Flav starts whipping around his huge gold chain and yells, "Fight the power," and knocks both men out with it. Just then, the cops show up. Dave and Jacob had set both cars to be failed inspections, illegally registered, and called the cops and located them. The medallion is returned to Flavor's neck. They head for the airport, successful but still confused about their relationship. Getting a coffee, they overhear a young mixed-race man pleading with a porn actor, Johnny Sins, that he is his father. He has two pictures. One of his mother, and one of his father. Johnny Sins is that father. Now we get the flashback to the orphanage. The mother gave the two boys away, and she gave the envelopes. The envelopes were mixed up. They approach. Dave locks eyes with Johnny Sins. The other guy looks at Flavor. Flavor Flav is the son. Flavor Flav's son is the other guy, and Johnny Sins' father is the father of Dave.
Fucking Johnny.
And they reunite in a huge family moment.
What's the name of this movie again?
Fight the power.
Fuck yeah.
I would film that in 70 millimeter IMAX. I would need 200 million for this movie.
And we need to secure Flavor Flav. My buddy, I said that to two of my buddies who are wicked into movies, and we always talk about shit, and they're like, if you can't get Jesse Plemons, this movie's off. Like,
Jesse Plemons played my father in an HBO show. He didn't play I was in, the HBO show Olive Kitchen, which was a miniseries.
No, I don't know that.
He's in the show for a couple episodes, and in one scene, he's like, "Yeah, there's a picture of my kid," and they pulled up a picture of me. I was like the fattest 13-year-old in the world. It was like my 280-pound 13-year-old body jumping into a pool. I was like, "This is my son."
Before we finish this, I gotta tell this real quick story. Danny goes, so I'm going deep dive on your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like looking back, and like before your skits start, it just becomes like your high school and like middle school
fatter
stuff,
and
right?
fatter.
And like, there's a picture of you with your glasses on. You're like looking like this
At the wedding. The ocean in the background.
Yeah, and I hand it to my daughters, and I go, "Who's this?" They're like, "My son, Tommy." Like, he looks just like fucking Tommy. I'm like, he looked just like my fucking kid in those pictures, but he was like 13. He was fat and like had glasses, and I'm like,
I was 14 in that photo.
Yeah,
I used that as my acting headshot for like 3 years. I didn't get a single role.
All right, Danny.
All right, here we go. So I'm actually glad we did this. So you did like a radio thing. You have like real actors playing your people. I get everything else. So the name of my movie is called Division 5.
Okay.
Tagline: some people want championships. Patrick just wants $50.
Okay.
The plot: every Friday night, a group of degenerates gather at Mulligan's, the local bar, where they'll bet on literally anything: football, darts, or whether someone misses a free throw, or how many times the bartender says "kid." The biggest event every fall: the MIAA Division 5 high school playoff predictions. Everyone fills out a bracket. Winner takes the entire pot. Patrick Gaffney has never won. After years of hearing, "You don't know ball, you're washed," you couldn't pick a winner if there were only 2 teams. Pat becomes convinced the Division 5 playoff system in Massachusetts is so complicated that nobody can actually understand it. Power ratings, strength of schedule, bonus points, opponent records, common opponents, tiebreakers. He figures, if I can understand it, I can control it. Not by fixing games, but by manipulating everything around him. Pat starts secretly trying to influence completely insignificant games that affect playoff points. He convinces a terrible team to schedule a weaker opponent, accidentally starts rumors that one of the coaches rests the starters. He gets a booster club to vote for a different homecoming date, and he convinces another team to run the clock up because of sportsmanship. He also volunteers to drive a bus to the wrong field. Everything he does has a butterfly effect. Eventually, the Division 5 standings become absolute chaos. Just exactly how Patrick Gaffney predicted. The twist, Pat isn't trying to make one team win. He's trying to make everyone's bracket wrong except his. The villain in this movie is a guy named Vince Morelli, age 48, former assistant coach, current insurance salesman, knows every MIAA rule by heart, owns 3 binders, has spreadsheets, prints playoff projections every Tuesday on his paid blue checkmark Instagram account. Everyone thinks he's insane, and turns out he's the only one who realizes someone is manipulating the standings. Nobody believes him. He's basically the Charlie Day in the Pepe Sylvia scene. His wall eventually looks like game results, maps, strings, thumbtacks, pictures of Patrick, PowerPoint formulas, coffee stains. Everyone laughs until he starts to be right. Pat's got a crew. Tommy Krogan, Pat's best friend who supports every bad decision. Buddy, if this is definitely illegal, I'm in. Eddie Delaney knows absolutely nothing about football. Somehow predicts everything correctly, entirely by accident. Mully, he's the owner of the bar. Keeps increasing the betting pool because it's funny. Every scene he's got, I got another $100, says this blows up. Dawn is the bartender. Figures out Pat's plan in Act 1. Never tells anyone anything because she's entertained. Every coach knows Pat somehow. Why are you here? For no reason at all. Pat keeps wearing his disguises, fake mustache, visor, clipboard. He's basically Connor Stallions from Michigan. Every time this couldn't possibly affect the playoffs, it immediately affects the playoffs. Division 5, everybody. What do you think?
Let's go.
That's great. That's like,
So the reason I did that is my son's in high school. And the MIAA is a fucking shit show.
The reason I did mine was because Tess met Flavor Flav. My daughter was out in Nice. She met France. She met Flavor Flav. She's like, he's very hug forward. I'm like, I bet he is.
Forward?
Hug forward.
oh,
like
that's creepy.
yeah, no shit.
He's not like Keanu.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so you gotta choose. You gotta make a choice.
I think I have my pick, but I just want to talk about Affluent a bit more. So how does that one resolve?
He ends up moving to Southie and becomes basically Whitey's predecessor.
Really?
Yeah.
He has a good life. He's like, I want to do bad things.
Yes, he's like, I want to be a gangster. He's like Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. It comes
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got the world by the balls in Scituate, and he's just like wants to be on D Street.
Yeah, you had me until Hibernian. I really hate that bar so much.
Is that a Scituate like hotspot?
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always packed. It's way too loud. I haven't been there in a couple of years now, I think, but I used to go then. I was 21, 22.
I almost mentioned Pagudi Beach. Is that how you even pronounce it?
I don't even know that.
All right.
It's Minot, Egypt,
Minot,
Hummerock,
Egypt, yeah.
Peggotty.
That's Peggotty.
Oh,
That's
what did you call it?
Pagudi.
I couldn't even decipher
That's
that.
why I didn't put it in the
Pagudi
promo.
Beach.
That's why I didn't put it in the
Yeah.
promo, because I was like, I don't know how to pronounce this. Peggotty.
Pagodi Beach. And did you say the wrong side of Greenbush?
Yeah.
It's just a train station in Madrid. It's just
It's the tracks. You're the wrong side of the tracks,
It's
right?
just like a forest. Like, next to the dump.
I've never been to Scituate. I looked all these places up online.
North Scituate. That's my train station. That's right next to my house.
That's a ghetto?
Yeah. No, it's not the ghetto. But it is, it's the ghetto of Scituate. It's the ghetto of Scituate, I guess. But
They
it's
only
not.
have one yard.
It's next to a 7-Eleven. But
Did you catch at the end where I said Scituate? At least it's not Hull.
no, I didn't even catch that.
no,
I thought
that was the best.
That was the tagline. Thank God. Yes, thank God, dude. It's got to be Fight the Power for me. That
Yeah,
one.
Fight the
fuck
Power is good.
Because
go.
as you were talking, I was like in my head, I'm like, how would I direct this scene? Like where would I put the cameras in this scene?
It is funny though because it was on.
Also, you just mentioned Trump for a second. He doesn't even come in. It's just like Donald Trump's trying to steal the watch, and then like he just doesn't come back in for the rest of the script.
It's like Home Alone 2. He's there for 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's just making a brief
Just
cameo.
wants to be there.
Trump would probably do it just like, even though he's the evilest person, just to get his face back on the screen. You know
I'm
what I mean?
here.
I think I could get Trump in a movie now. If I just ask. I think he just loves doing that type of stuff. He does you could get him on this podcast.
Yeah.
He loves doing podcasts and interviews.
Yeah. I thought of that because I was like, when we were talking about it, I'm like, hey, I think this would be a good idea to pitch a movie, right? And then like I was like thinking about it, and I'm like, and I remember Fitzy was like, I'm fucking locked. I got mine. I'm like, fuck, I got nothing. And by the way, but my entire life, I've been like doing creative things, but like anytime I would write, I would never have like a resolution at all. I would get like halfway. Like I remember when I was a kid, I used to go. My parents' house is across the street from the Melrose Library, so I go to the library all the time. And like I remember, like I would read the books. Like that sounds like a guy who's like, oh, I was reading like the fucking Odyssey. Like I was like, oh, there's these books on magic, like in Sasquatch. You know what I mean? And I had this idea that I was like, oh, like imagine a kid who like was found out like all of a sudden he found out like he's fucking from a long line of like sorcerers. And I was like, this is a good idea for a movie. I was like 12, right? Yeah. I was like 12 when I like started writing this. Then I'm like, nah, I don't know what the fuck happens next. And like, I'm like Harry Potter. I'm like, oh, that's exactly what actually happens next.
Wasn't that Harry Potter?
Yeah, I was early on Harry Potter stock. But yeah, that was fun. I told Maggie that. And she's like, why does the guy have to have a big dick? And like, I'm like, because
he has to.
Because she
needs the huge dick.
She asked me like as I'm telling her the story, and she's like, I'm like, I'm gonna get there. I'm like, it's gonna resolve. You know what I mean? But I was trying to figure out what porn star would be relevant that people would still know who the fuck that porn star is.
Mandingo.
Yeah, but the guy's white,
Oh, yeah,
so it had to be Johnny
anything.
Sins.
Johnny Sins, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, his catalog speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Done multiple
Undefeated.
jobs.
Yeah. Always high.
He's
Always
dressed-
high.
Dressed as a doctor in the movie.
yeah. All right, we're gonna do a quick ads, real quick, if you're okay with that.
Go for it.
You have no choice. So, all right, PKE contracting. If I could speak. A guy, Pat Kane. Listen, was just out giving a estimate to a corker the other day. By the way, Danny.
Yep.
This is the T-shirt, by the way. If you have one of these, he probably did work at your house. The best guy in the business. He's been a long time supporter of this podcast.
His Instagram right now is crazy. He's putting on like an old garage. He's
Dude,
putting
unbelievable.
He's putting a full blown like man cave.
That's
or a
like, you know,
bathroom.
I look at that. Like he did
Said
this thing. It's
bathroom, I
like
meant
shows like just like a detached garage like this, and then like a walkway to it. All this shit. I'm like, my mind does not work like this.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean.
Insane.
I could never do
857-417-8741. PKEcontracting.com. By the way, these are not working hands. I mean, these are the hands of somebody.
All of hands.
Yeah, these are like
thinking hands.
Yeah, these are thinking hands. These are guitar playing hands. You know what I mean? These are weak hands. Success lift. Real quick, my buddy Brian Panuzzo, who is a Marvel superhero who gets guys from this podcast in shape. Are the results great? Unbelievable for Bob C.
Yep.
Bobby C went from 250 to 173 and ripped.
Cut up, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. Fitzy's still working on it. We're still doing the research.
Mohan killed it.
Yeah, Mohan's killing it too. Everybody's gonna live longer because of Brian Panuzzo.
Even though he's an idiot because he doesn't know John Denver lyrics. But that's
true.
fine.
Yeah.
Country Roads.
You didn't know
Yeah.
it? Oh.
No. He actually. The argument is. Can I interrupt this?
You can. Yes.
The argument is. Now I'm a big college football guy.
Oh.
So, song Country Roads. You know the words, I'm sure, right?
I went on a trip to West Virginia for like for ASP where you had to go like fix houses. They wouldn't stop singing it, so I actually don't like the song anymore because they sang it the entire way down.
Maybe you'll like it now from my perspective.
Okay, yeah.
So there's a rumor, which I think I'm right. It's literally like 50-50 because after we had this argument, I went on a college football page to ask these hillbillies what the fuck it's about. Because my whole life, I'm like, oh, it's about West Virginia. I found out it's
Western Virginia.
Western Virginia. So I say this to Chris Mohan, our friend, but dummy. And he's like, it's about West Virginia. It's in the lyrics. And I'm like, dude, Kenny Chesney talks about Boston. He's been here once a month or whatever. He's from fucking Tennessee. You know what I mean? The lyrics mean nothing.
There's a South Boston, Virginia. Could have been talking about that.
See? Thank you. That's why you're my guy again. After you didn't take my fucking movie. But yeah, so I think it's Western Virginia. Even though, like, the West Virginia Volunteers, they sing that at their games.
Oh,
They
John
stole it.
Denver might have fucked that one up.
Here's
by
why I
saying
think you're
West
right. Here's why I
Virginia.
think you're right.
Oh, now you're on my team?
I said this in a text.
I didn't
already.
read that part.
Thanks. I appreciate you just skipping over that to whatever fucking college football tweet you saw the next minute. Why I think you're correct is that I bet he wrote it as Western Virginia, and when they went to do it, they're like, the cadence of West Virginia fits better in the song.
Yep.
That's where the
Virginia.
Yeah.
It sucks.
John, this is not a hit.
This
He's like,
sucks.
West Virginia. He's like, but it's about West Virginia. Like, just say West
Just
Virginia.
say West Virginia.
Yeah. Last one, Ben Franklin Print Company. They do all the shirts. Fitzy's wearing the golf shirt. What do you wear? Are you a large or an XL?
I'm a large.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Good news. We have a large PTC Good Guys Trash People shirt for you before you leave.
That's great.
And that was made by Ben Franklin Print Company. They do the best fucking work. They do not use AI when they do the designs. Okay.
Let's go.
They fucking actually are like anti-AI.
Unlike my movie plot.
Yeah. I'm like,
I was looking at the notes.
Oh, yeah.
It was formatted like ChatGPT.
cheated?
wow.
Listen to me right now.
Holy
You
shit.
cheated?
I put all my thoughts into it.
Yeah.
They did the work.
You are
And
fucking.
then you
It was
still
formatted. I
lost.
can see on his notes it was formatted.
Get out of my video.
Hey, you cheated and you still lost.
Still lost.
Good. Good.
I'm anti-AI.
Serves you right.
Let me tell you what I think the funniest thing about AI for me is that like in my having a drinking podcast time, like I have a business that is I do a lot of stuff on LinkedIn, and like I have to say this. By default, I'm probably lucky because I went to school for journalism and English, so like I had to write all the time. So like
Good at English.
yeah, we're good at English. So but like I can write, so like I will write stuff. Like it's so fucking obvious now, like. The amount of people that are posting like AI posts that they've just
AI slop on LinkedIn.
dude, and I'm like,
LinkedIn was
Steve
terrible
Perez,
before.
I've talked to you 50 times. There's a 0% chance you wrote this 19 bracketed fucking post, by the way, that is so obviously AI generated. Like, and I actually think it helps people who aren't, sorry, Danny, using AI because I think that like it's becoming more transparent what is and what is not.
Was like, yeah, I mean,
Because
I know.
he just recognized that you were using
You don't
AI.
use it at all?
No, I use AI for different, like ChatGPT. I use it to like ask me questions.
Yeah.
But I've used it for some work here and there. But yeah, for the most part, like
I use it for like cartoons and to like make me ripped.
yeah, I usually just I didn't want to say it, but I just throw pictures in there and like just add crazy shit
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
That's,
Yeah.
literally, that's all I use
Yeah,
it for.
yeah, and that by the way, I think that's fine for it. And like, but I do think that I actually heard an interview that I hadn't listened to before yet. It was a Shane Gill's podcast when they had Danny McBride on. Danny was like,
Yeah.
Danny McBride was like, I'm not afraid of AI at all. He's like, because like if everything's just derivative, like it will never stand out. Like it will never be interesting. I just convinced my son to start watching Eastbound and Down from the beginning.
Hell yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, like, I forgot how fucking unbelievable that show is.
It's great.
Like,
Well-
I actually was thinking, because Danny McBride was married when he started doing that show.
Was he?
Yeah, and I'm like, I can't believe that he was able to fucking just like be like,
Get away
hey,
from-
like I'm having this fucking chick with fake tits on the back of this fucking jet ski.
Baby, it's in the script. You wrote the script.
Yeah. I mean, I think if
Do you want
you're,
lobster tonight or not?
yeah,
Do you want that HBO money? It's coming in.
So I think at this point with AI, you have to have your own ideas, right? To be funny, to be witty, to be smart. And what this goes into is one of our buddies had a comedy set on Friday night.
It's an AI set?
No,
Oh.
but he's a huge listener of the show. He has hung out with us a
he
lot.
was a
right?
huge listener.
And he sends me and Danny and Brendan his set from Friday night.
Yeah.
He lifted multiple jokes and bits from me
From the show.
that
Are you
I've done
serious?
on the show and reels on Instagram. Now
Blow 'em
I'm not gonna say that it was Andrew Fontana, but it was Andrew
His name
Fontana.
rhymes with Andrew Fontana.
And he literally stole two of my jokes from Instagram and on the show and said them on stage in front of fives of people.
7 people in a VFW.
yeah. I think
That's
that like
brutal, dude.
I-
I was like, dude, you sent me this video and you stole my material. These are thoughts in my head.
I don't know if
These are
anybody,
yours.
I don't know if anybody stole it, but I did this sketch called How to Talk to Women.
Oh, yeah, it's
everyone.
great. Yeah.
One of them was this girl runs up to the bar. And she's like, hi, can I get an angel shot, please? And then I come up and like, this one's on me. An angel shot is that's like what you order when you're in distress at a bar.
911, 99.1. I'll be all right.
So 91.
That's what I'm going to say from now on. Call 99.1.
But then like a month later, someone in Canada, some comedians in Canada made that exact same sketch. got like 20 million views. I was like, and everyone sent it to me. I was like, fuck. I hope
Well,
I didn't
dude,
see
that
him.
just happened to that kid who's on Son of a Boy Dad. That kid Harry Settles. He's from Cohasset, but he had this Instagram clip like years ago where it was like what she made, which was like he's watching the NFL draft, and they're like,
Oh, yes.
Harry Settles.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like,
Me?
me? And he's like, and then he's calling the coach, and he's like, are you serious? Like, I wasn't expecting
just
this.
got fucking
And he's just a
drafted.
regular guy.
Yeah.
I got you fucking drafted. And then Dude Perfect put out the same sketch this
Same
year.
exact one.
And people were like, are you fucking, like, it got a lot of
Barstool called him
blowback.
out. Yeah,
Like,
it was bad.
That's the thing, like on like Instagram sketches, it's like no one's really tracking that. You can just kind of make whatever. If you see something you like, you're like, I'll do that too. Dude, that's like the same with TikTok trends. Like
TikTok's-
someone does like the audio and they're like, oh, I want to do that, and they just make thousands of them.
Yeah.
TikTok's crazy because it's like they're not even making videos; they're just reposting videos,
Yeah, someone like
and you're getting 20 million views on reposts.
YouTube has this cool feature now. It's just like, do you want to? There's duplicate posts of your stuff out there. Do you want to review them and delete them? And someone's just taking my sketches and just posting them all on YouTube.
Oh,
Into their
really?
channel. I'm like, oh yeah, delete that,
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But like, they'll just change the caption up and they'll change the hashtags and they'll post it.
yeah, it's interesting because it's like, I mean, you want your stuff to be out there, right?
It's like, hey, it's my face, but
Yeah, but like you had it. Was it you that had the sketch that was like, maybe something else I saw? I think it's you that had the sketch that was like using the AI to like use your.
oh, the make
Imagery.
he went to an AI modeling agency and then they
Yeah.
just started putting me in like porn ads.
Yeah.
And shit.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
I
Yeah.
love that one.
Yeah, yeah. So do you have? I'm assuming you have a regular job at this time. You have to say
Yeah,
what
I'm
that is.
I'm a video producer for a healthcare company.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, like, let me ask you a question that I think is more, I don't know. Like, but do you think of like what you do creatively as obviously the goal would be that you can do this as a profession, right? That
Yeah,
be
honestly,
everybody's
too.
goal, right? But it is a weird thing, right? It's like the creative and like the money side are like always kind of at war a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like out of college, I had this job that was like terrible for a few months, so I just quit. I'm like, this is when I made Big Red Production, so I started just going around Massachusetts offering like commercials and music videos for people. So I was full time just doing that, making stuff for other people. But like, you'd have like 1 week where you make $1,000. You're like, sweet,
Yeah.
I can hit the bar this weekend. Like, and then the next week you have no work for a month. You're like, oh fuck, this is getting pretty grim. Living with my parents right now still, so like it was. That's why I was like, I definitely need to get a real job.
Yeah.
And just, I was very fortunate. I have a remote job and then just kind of do stuff on the weekends.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
The perfect way to do it.
Fuck yeah.
So do you have like usually have a schedule of what you're doing, or do you wait to like see like, okay, what am I gonna think of, and then like, because like you were saying 3 sketches like you were looking to film yesterday, I think, right?
Yeah, we knocked out 3 yesterday.
Nice.
So that was good.
Yeah.
Sometimes we plan like 5 and we'll like film 2 and we're like, all right, we're good here. Like,
Yeah.
we don't want to keep filming.
Yeah, yeah. And so where did you guys film that one with the billionaire one? Because that's like one of the best ones. The Epstein one's unbelievable.
That's my personal favorite. The back of Capo. Have you been to Capo in South?
Yeah.
I'm a bouncer there on the
I did
weekends.
comedy.
Oh, okay.
You did comedy there? Oh no shit. Yeah, with Will.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I work there usually on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm usually the front door guy, but last night I was in the basement. Just work security there. I've been working there ever since I moved to Southie. I've just been doing security there.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a
So
good
they
gig.
let you film
That was
there?
awesome.
Yeah, I went to the boss. I'm like, can I please film a sketch in the back? He's like, sure. What's it about? It's like, that doesn't matter.
It's fine. We're not gonna tag you in it. It's good. Yeah, yeah. And do you ever collaborate with other people on like the sketches, or do you usually just think of everything yourself?
Sometimes I'll collab, like Garrett. Like we
Yeah.
filmed 2 of his sketches yesterday. He wrote. I wrote one of them. Usually I'll just try to write a bunch of them and then just get people to be in them. But if someone gives me a sketch that I really like, I'm like, yeah, let's do that. And
Yeah.
then sometimes I'll just add my own notes to it, change the dialogue a little, and then we just shoot. It's a very like low stakes process. Like
Sure.
like when we filmed Boston Accent, we filmed 2 sketches in Shamrock Pub in Southie,
Yep.
and we were just ripping Guinnesses the entire time. So when we were filming Boston Accent, I think we were like 6 in, and then so it made it flow better. I think
Yeah.
it worked out way better, but
Yeah.
it's not like an actual film set where you're like, all right, we're gonna make sure this light's right here. We gotta do this. You can just kind of knock them out in an hour.
There is a perfect flow state of like the 4 to 6 beer flow state where it's like,
As Robert
You
Shaw
can-
did it. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm trying to be like Robert Shaw.
like you could never like. I mean, I don't want to go full Hemingway and blow my brains out, but like there is a
balance.
Yeah, there's a little balance there. Like, oh man, like I feel like this feels like I'm in the perfect flow state right now. The problem is you spend the rest of the night trying to catch that flow
Get
state.
back to that.
It's like beer.
I need a
18,
water.
What happened?
I'm not going to speak for Danny or Brendan, but I'm usually well past that fucking perfect flow state.
Some of my best. I think the first How to Talk to Women. That's like one of my most successful ones. I made that at TK's in Scituate. At a bar. Yeah, I was just like, I hadn't made anything in a while. I was going to meet my hometown friends, and I brought my microphones. I'm like, hey, can we film this real quick? After we sat at the bar for 2 hours, it was at Hype Burn, and it was like midnight. I just went up to some girl. I'm like, will you please be in my sketch? She's like, all right. And I just like have to scream at her like in the middle of the bar, but it worked out. So the flow state was working.
Dude, I remember like speaking of Scituate, we had me and my buddy who was like a drummer and his wife and my wife best friends. They live in Scituate. So I spent a lot of time in Scituate. And we used to play Tinker Son all the time. And we were on Tinker Son float in Scituate for the St. Patty's Day parade.
That's a great story.
Which, by the way, is a great fucking parade.
I like that parade more than.
And by the way, there's a fucking pretty solid chance that like you were in that crowd as like a 12-year-old. Actually, when this happened, this is probably like 10 years ago or 12 years ago.
You did go every like year as a kid. Yeah,
it was freezing the whole week. It was like gonna be 65 degrees. We're like sick. This is great. Right, we're gonna be able to take his float. It's gonna be awesome. Every day that went by, it went down 6 degrees. Till we got to the fucking day and it was freezing.
I remember it was
fucking
either 2018 or 2019. It was like brick. I don't know if it was that recent, but it was freezing.
It was before that, unfortunately. But like it was fucking freezing, dude. And like I remember like we were going through, I had a fucking winter coat on. And there was the guy who was not the guy who owns tankers, but another guy who was running the float, had a fucking bulldog on the back. And he's like, he's got the worst gas. And like at one point, like I was singing a song. And it felt like somebody just took a bag of shit and just went, fucking smashed me in the face. And I was like, oh, like.
You sure it wasn't the guy? He's just like dog.
It's like that damn dog.
Yeah. Luckily the wind coming off the water when you get to the downtown part of the parade was ripping so hard.
Thank God.
Like that it was fucking. But by the way, that is one of the best St. Patty's Day parades.
I love that parade.
Oh my God.
Better than Southie, I think.
Yeah,
sometimes.
way better. Yeah.
Well, Southie's just unruly. It's just everybody from out of town.
Yeah.
At least I have to work Capo every St. Patty's Day. So at least that section of West Broadway, it's just a bunch of like high school kids from out of state, and they're just reckless.
Yeah.
With the fucking jugs.
The boards, dude.
Dude, I told my son, who is now 17 and is about an inch shorter than maybe Fitzy and 2 inches shorter than you, based on what we did before the podcast. He's a big kid, but I'm like, they were going to win. It was just 2 years ago, and I'm like, you're not fit for this. I'm like, you're not ready for this fucking life. I'm like, and I got the other parents together. I'm like, listen, I've been in there. I know what's going to happen. Just let's put the kibosh on this for one more year. You know what I mean? Like, they're not ready for it.
Might as well do it when it's a juvenile, so it doesn't get like have
That's
to go to
true.
adult court.
That is actually not a bad point. That is not a bad point. What did you think of the Odyssey, by the way?
I loved it. I went in being a hater too. I was just like,
I could suck. All right, so I texted you. So in fairness,
you texted me right before.
I texted you right before, and I said, I think I said I saw it or whatever it was. And then you were like, I'm headed there now. But you wrote on your story. You were like, is it worth seeing an IMAX?
Yeah, I got tickets to IMAX. It was only the front row. Front row is the only one available for like a month out. So I was like, all right, I'll do front row. And then like an hour before I looked at my Instagram, everybody was just like, don't do it. So I did the Dolby AMC, like the XL. It's perfect. I thought it was great.
So I thought it was excellent. My only gripe with this film is
a couple.
Okay, all right. So we could discuss. And now, by the way, I've been influenced by listening to a bunch of podcasts on it, but I think it is true. Because I think in the moment I was very overwhelmed with how fucking sick this movie is. Like, it is sick.
It's an awesome
movie, especially in the theater. Tom Holland definitely is basically playing Peter Parker from fucking.
He's my main gripe with the movie.
Okay,
Tom Holland.
right.
I've been hating on Tom Holland since day one. I think, I don't know, maybe it started because I love Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man.
Well, that's why I put him as bad breath. You know what I mean? Like, I want to give him a little shit in that.
I almost chimed in like, yeah, I can see that for sure.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, I think I might have jumped in like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, he's useless in that entire movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't do a thing. Everything
I
he
agree.
does, he just fucks up. And I don't know if I can spoil the movie here.
Sure.
I want to,
Well,
but
the movie's a
Guess what?
epic
It was
poem.
written a million years ago. So.
Yeah.
I know it's only 3,300 years old, but no, he fucks up the entire movie. He can't fight. He has to fight one guy at the end while his dad's fighting 1,000 dudes.
Yeah.
And he keeps getting his ass beat in a room full of weapons.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he finally takes the guy down. And then 2 minutes later, like, all right, here's the kingdom.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Yeah, and by the way, that kingdom's gonna crumble.
It's gonna fall immediately. It's just like he's the
People
guy.
like this pussy took it
There's
over.
still a shitload of
This
people
is
alive.
gone.
And if it
Like fucking game on.
all it is just two guys have to just charge the throne, and then they can just overthrow him.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah. I thought
Odyssey
it was
2 is
amazing.
coming out. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
it's Odyssey too? It's just Tom
Well,
Holland.
I think the fight the power is kind of like an odyssey in itself. You know what I mean? It's
I
a
was
man,
gonna say that
yeah,
seemed like a journey.
man trying to get there. We just gotta get Flavor Flav on board. By the way, I didn't know Flavor Flav is cousins with the Wu-Tang guys.
What?
I'm old. I don't know this shit.
No, I didn't know this either.
RZA and Jizza
No shit.
and Old Dirty Bastard is cousins.
Did
I
not
didn't
know
know
that.
that either.
Look at
It's a
who's fucking
successful
covers the
family.
fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, covers the fucking because I was
Quick
actually.
little Snapple fact.
Yeah, I was curious to what old Flav's up to these days. If he's gonna be available for our film,
Do you think we can get Wu-Tang then?
we can fucking
They do
do
the
the
soundtrack.
yeah,
It's the
that would be
Kill Bill
fucking
soundtrack.
unbelievable. What a movie that would be to be made.
I legit would love to see that movie.
It would be great.
I would love to
It would be
make that.
great if somebody like just lifted this whole idea from this podcast. It was like
10 years, you just
they
see
were
that.
just aggregating shit and were like
Fonz.
they made it. Yeah,
So here's my idea. It's called
yeah.
Fight the Power.
It is. I will
It's
say.
about Davey.
I will say this. I'll say as somebody who is more of my creativity during my former years was like musical and like the worst thing in the world would be like you start writing you get a chord progression, you start writing a song, you're like, this is a fucking hit. And then you're like, all of a sudden you're like, this is also like fucking country roads. You know what I mean? Like you realize like, fuck, like this is already a great song.
Just change one chord.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, who did? Sweet Home Alabama. Didn't they take from Werewolves of London?
Yeah, I guess
made
so.
it-
Yeah,
made it
it's
work.
pretty much the same thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So all right, so we're gonna do Patreon in a minute, but so where can everybody find your shit? So
Absolutely. Andrew_Connelly on Instagram, Big Red Productions on Instagram, and Big Red Productions on YouTube.
Call me with ELLY.
ELLY. Chris Connelly says it's the rich way because he
Yeah.
spells it OLLY. CONNELLY.
Yeah.
I brought a shirt here if anybody wants it.
Oh.
My dad made shirts.
I love it.
Thing was, he made them for women. He got a small. He got like a small pink shirt. He's like, just give that out to girls.
Look at that. Give it to your daughter.
I was like, there's no small women in my
There you
life.
go.
I'll give it to my daughter.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told my roommate today, just like, also no women watch your stuff. I was like, I checked my analytics. We had a sketch that did.
She's gonna wear this to middle school, and people are just gonna start watching Mulvihill.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be
all right,
great.
all right. So we're not done yet because I want to talk about Mulva Hill for a second.
Mulva Hill's
So,
great.
All right, so Mulva Hill is the long form, one of the longer form ones you
Yeah,
have.
it was like 24 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that came out a year ago. We premiered that a year ago.
Yeah. So I watched it. You had a film festival for it. By the way, we're not done yet. You have Big Red Productions, which is like around, assuming what your stuff is, or
That's all,
explain it
but
more.
pretty much everything under my brand goes under Big Red Productions.
Okay, but you had like a Salty Film Festival.
Yeah, then me and my buddy Ted Omo, Black Dog Productions, he makes a lot of stuff. We collab on a lot of stuff. We wanted to make a film. Me and him just don't like film festivals. We think they're just huge ripoffs.
Yeah.
And no one go to them. So we're trying to make a film festival that everyone could go to. Like, it's like $5 to enter. There's a bar. Pretty much just got a bunch of people from Boston to show movies. So we made the Southie Film Festival. We did it at Sea Point. And we just marketed the hell out of it, trying to get everyone to go.
How many movies were there?
There was like, I think like 20.
Really?
It was
yeah.
The thing was, I might have marketed it weird. Like a lot of people were saying, like, let's go see Andrew's movie. I didn't have a movie in it, so like a bunch of, and it was also a 7-hour long program. So it was like 200 people at the beginning, and then by like 3 hours in, everyone just was like leaving. I felt bad. I'm like, shit. I probably should have said like, all right, this is like a blocked festival. There's a horror block, drama
Sure.
block, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it did very well, so we're doing it next year. What we're trying to do with the filmmakers is give them money back after profits, because usually film festivals, you got to pay like $100 to enter, and then you got to pay, you got to pay for a ticket to go, and then the festival just keeps all the money. So it's just kind of like a huge.
It's
ripoff.
it's basically like a fucking rock club when they like,
Yeah,
like you might get the door. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
exactly like that. And then they, a lot of times they'll just don't accept your movie. Mobile Hill didn't get into like any festivals. definitely the festival's fault. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, obviously. Everybody knows that.
But
Who's the guy who got to play the uncle?
Bob Vance, he's a Southie guy. He lives in like Braintree now. But I met him on that set of that movie Challengers with Zendaya.
Oh yeah,
Me and him were extras in that movie for like 2 weeks. We just sat next to each other in these bleachers. I think it was like 3 weeks, but we just got to talk. We made another movie with them first, and Noel Donato. It was called I'm Glad We Met.
Oh, I watched that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely like a heavier drama.
Yes. Yeah.
But then after that, I moved to Southie. I was like, I got to make a Boston movie, and made Mulvihill. I'm like, he's got to be the guy to do it.
Yeah. He was fucking great.
He's awesome in that movie, and that's his car. I love that car.
Dude, that scene, I think my
scene?
favorite, not the cop scene is great, but like my favorite scene is, first of all, he just reminds me of my buddy Cena's dad, who was from Johnstown firefighter. But he runs down the street when he's going to like fucking tell him you can't sign.
Yeah.
That scene, I'm like, that guy exists. That guy, like,
That's him.
that guy is him. That is him. You know what I mean?
No, I was just trying to write it based off people I interact with in Southie.
Yeah.
Like, they're real. Yeah, they exist.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a huge separation. You still got like the people who grew up in Southie, and then people like me who just moved in there after
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
It's like,
dude, I remember there was this, like, when I was living there, like, now the beer garden was still there, and like, you become friends. You know how it is when you're in Salty, like, you become friends with a bunch of different people and like
Right.
whatever. And like, there was a guy who worked the door at, and still then there was a lot of Salty people still living there. And one of the guys who worked the door at the beer garden was this guy. I can't remember his name, but he was a kind of big dude. He was a good bit older than me at the time, but he was like trying to leech on to like the fucking Mark Wahlberg, Damon, like, you know, like and he's like, I got this script, and like we met because
I did that with
we
Mulvihill.
met. Yeah, we met.
I was trying to email it to them. I had ChatGPT, actually. I used AI for this. I was like,
How the tables
Here we
have
go.
turned.
I worked for 5 hours on ChatGPT. I found like Ben Affleck's production company, Matt Damon's production company.
Yeah.
It's like, please help me draft an email. Give me the link. Get me the contact information for this company. And it spent like hours getting all the information. It's like, you email them this. Here's the email address. Here's what you need to send them. You might get a response. So like after 5 hours, I was like, all right, here we go. And I emailed them. And then I get a response back immediately saying this email doesn't exist. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Was it Project Greenlight?
No, not Project Greenlight. It's like their new production company in LA. But
Yeah.
I love Project
hilarious.
Greenlight, but I was so pissed at that's what made me hate AI. 'Cause I was like, you just fucking did me
wasted
wrong.
5 hours of my time.
I was trying to change my life here.
fucking putting up a fucking.
Imagine it was on you. You spelled it wrong or something.
I thought it was. I checked I checked. I was like, A, D.
But this dude gave me a script. He's like, hey, he's like, he came to a couple of my band shows. He was like, I think your music would be great for this movie. And I'm like, okay. And like gave me the script. And the script was like, first of all, it was like, I see this guy every fucking Friday Thursday because I go to the bar. And he's like, promise you'll read the whole thing. Right. And I'm like, okay. This is back when you gave somebody just a script.
I mean, it worked in the 90s. You could just do that and then
Dude.
you were Tarantino. You just had a script.
The
you
first
handed off.
spot is like they're dragging a guy on a boat into like out of like the Sugar Bowl, and they're like, you're a rat. That's the first line of the movie. We know you're a rat.
Castle
And it's
Island.
like, yeah. It's like Billy pulls out a gun.
Grabs
I'm not
a
a
hot
rat.
dog.
And I'm like, I gotta fucking, because I used to be able to skip the line at the bar. I'm like, now I have to read 112 pages of this fucking script so I can keep skipping the fucking line. So it was the worst fucking thing I've ever read in my fucking life. Like, worst thing I've ever fucking read in my life.
It could be funny if you make it now. It's just like a parody of Boston movies. It's just, are you a fucking rat?
Just do it all in that Kevin Costner voice.
Yeah, like report card. Like, it's just like not even an accent.
I think that's supposed to be derivative of a Maine accent, right? Maybe?
Probably.
Brahmin accent? Is that what
I
it's
think
called?
one of the worst ones was Blake Lively in The Town.
I thought she was good.
I thought she was good.
I didn't think she was good at all.
What?
Dude, when she was in the bar talking to John Hamm and she was like, you know, doggy, honey, you know, doggy.
I thought it was great.
I thought it was hammed up.
I thought it
It
was
was
like
definitely
it was-
amped up, but I
thought it was way
I
too
thought
much.
for somebody who wasn't from here, it was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty
How
good.
about what's his name? Martin Sheen in The Departed.
Fucking not great.
Hey,
Microprocessors. He's played JFK in a bunch of different
Yeah, he
things.
did.
So like he's stuck doing that Boston accent and
Yeah.
he tries to get out of it. He
I
just
will
can't
say,
do
like,
it.
He's
you gotta
studying
just go
law at
out.
Notre Dame.
You gotta-
He did do that JFK accent for 2 seconds. He had a cigarette in his mouth before he died. in The Departed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's studying law at Notre Dame. The fucking
Any
cigarettes
fucking
going up
Irish
down.
mix have a light or
And
something like
then,
that?
and then what did he get? He got thrown off the roof
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you look at my favorite scene in that movie is actually with Matt Damon and Alec Baldwin at the driving range.
I like Alec
When he's
Baldwin
like,
in that movie.
Amazing.
Somebody's
Yeah,
like, yo,
wedding ring.
A wedding ring, so he
Yeah.
can stand the prick. They know he's
dick
not gay.
works.
His dick works. Alec Baldwin didn't do an accent, which was great. Like, I think sometimes you just go, I'm not gonna, because I know plenty of people from around here don't have an accent.
Yeah, I would. If I got cast in a Boston movie, I would not try to do an accent at all.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in a movie about in New York, you don't try to do an accent. If you're in any city, you're not trying to do an accent, like a Kansas City accent. No, you're just gonna do your accent.
I think it's tough though. I think, all right, so in that movie, for example, Alec Baldwin plays like kind of like an upper tier type person. If you're playing like a fucking union worker in a Boston movie, you kind of have to have a Boston accent.
Yeah, just depending
I
on the
would say
character.
so.
You know what I mean? Like,
The movie Salty. No union work in Boston. It's like,
Dude,
calm the fuck down.
I'll tell you this right now, Andrew. When I started this podcast, my accent was far less as bad as it is now. My wife's like, your accent has got so much worse
It
from hanging
can
out with
grow
Danny
on
and
you.
Fitzy.
It can grow on you. I've seen it happen to people.
Oh, well, I mean, I had it, and then I kind of lost it through doing a sales job because I was like,
have
you have to
to.
talk a little
When
bit.
I go out to visit my brother, he's in Denver, and my niece and nephew, who are basically the same age as me, because me and my brother are 20 years apart, they're like, he's so much worse when you're around. And I'm like, I didn't fucking do anything.
No,
bring
you
it.
just slide back into it.
Yeah.
It's like my mother has one of the most intense New England Boston accents of all time.
Yeah.
Like
My kids don't have it.
We literally did not
Which
name my
sucks.
son Tommy Charlie because we thought my mother would be screaming Charlie all the time, and we like can't handle that. Like that, like Charlie, Charlie.
Yeah, the code switch is real. Like
Tell me about
I
it.
won't drop my friend's name who actually inspired the Boston accent sketch. She talks completely normal to me, but when he's on the phone with his mom, she's not even from Boston, but somewhere in Massachusetts. He'll be talking to me like this normally, and then like we get a phone call from his mom. He's like, "Ma, what's for dinner tonight? What car are we taking?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "You're talking to the fake Boston accent." He's like, "No, I'm not."
No, I'm not. Mind your fucking business. Yeah.
So my mother, just like your mother, has a, like you said, a generational Boston accent.
Yeah,
so,
it's like a
so
different
their accent being, how old's Ann? 70 something?
Yeah, 70.
Same with my mother, right?
Not
In
giving numbers out,
my
yeah, about
kids,
women.
my kids hear my accent and my wife's accent. Both of us grew up in Somerville, and they're like used to our accent, and then my mother comes around and she starts
Completely
talking
different.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
what the fuck
And
is
they're
going
like-
on?
They're like, "What did you just say? Liquor store?" What, like, they make fun of how she talks because hers is so fucking
Foreign.
wild. It's so wild compared to like us, a generation
Well,
below.
because all right, because here's the thing. I think when we were, at least when I was younger, what I think in general happened was that everybody from Charlestown moved north, right, up into these suburbs.
Yeah.
Everybody from Southie moved south into like Scituate and all
Yep.
these places.
They want
right?
to keep the South in the name.
Yeah.
It's like, we can't go to the
Yeah.
North Shore.
Can't go to the north. And then new people move in. Like right now, Melrose is like maybe 10% of the people that I know in Melrose whose kids like are the, like everybody else has moved out. You know what I mean? Like they can't afford to live here. Like I can't afford to live here. I didn't buy a house at the right time. I wouldn't be able to live here. So there's tons of people from like, you know, who like are not from here and have no accents at all, right? And I will say one thing that makes me fucking angry is like when you're hanging out with somebody that you know is like kind of well-to-do, and they're like, "I love your accent. It's so funny." And I'm like, "Thanks. What do you want me to do next? You want me to fucking jump out of a cake? Like, you want me to jump out of a cake for you?"
Circus act.
Thanks. I can't change this thing about myself. I'm glad you find it funny.
Yeah, I'm glad you find this enjoyable,
Amusing. This
Yeah,
is just who I am.
Yeah, but it is like one of those things where it's like, if I think what you end up with in general is your parents' accent. Because like you're just raised on that speech, so you might modify it a little bit, right? Like you don't have as bad as your mother has. I don't probably have as
I
bad
think
as
I
my
have.
mom.
I think mine is pretty strong. But
Your
it's-
brother's
it's-
is way stronger than yours, though.
yeah. Mark
But it's-
has.
it's his vocal.
It's a different. Yeah, it's his voice is
His
different.
voice, like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, his brother Mark has my favorite Boston accents ever. You want to put a guy in a skit who'll give you a great accent?
Yeah.
Put
What does it
Mark
sound
in there.
like?
Oh my god!
It's
Like,
like nasally.
Danny, do it.
It's like-
Can you
Fucking
do it?
Mike, I don't know. So here comes fucking Matt out of nowhere, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you're talking
don't tell that story. Yeah, yeah.
No.
Let's not tell
And
any
then-
fucking link stories.
No, and then,
Patreon.
and then all of a sudden he just fucking ordered McDonald's and we're in the Burger King lot.
It's
You know
about
what I
the,
mean? Like that's something he would say.
about the inflection.
No,
It is all inflection. Like his brother, when he talks, like he's like, that Burger King just hit one summer
that
kid.
one summer dude it was fucking
I'm
bomb.
like, is this kid real? Is he real? You know what I mean? He's the best though. But I think it was like,
And
I
he's
don't
like
know.
your height. He might be an inch shorter than me.
I did not
And-
picture
and
him.
he's
I
got
was
a
picturing
huge-
a guy who's like 5'2".
That's right, yeah.
When you do that voice, I
And he's
picture
got this huge beard.
for real.
Yeah, huge.
Oh,
fucking
dude, he's got the
beard.
best beard. Like Vikings
kinda-
would pay for it.
No, it's back again.
Jesus Christ!
It
I'm
grows
sorry.
back real quick. Yeah.
The kid's a fucking classic. Yeah, yeah. They're all huge. They have great Boston accents.
Vikings from.
But like my kids don't have a
French
detectable Boston
Canadian.
accent at all.
Imagine the Odyssey of the Boston accent.
What's that?
Imagine the Odyssey of the Boston accent. They all just have Boston.
Hey, all you guys just hide in here,
Yeah, yeah.
and we're
It's a
gonna push
fucking
you
Cyclops.
into the.
Yeah. Dude, you just shitting there? What the fuck?
But didn't Matt Damon have like one line that was like kind of a boss? He's like, "We're getting off this fucking beach." It's just like that took me out for a second. I'm like, what?
I have to say about Matt Damon that I think is interesting. It's like I was talking about this to my kids, but so I took all my kids to watch it. Right? They're all huge movie fans, and I was like, I feel like it's so hard to like. I've never been the biggest fan of Matt Damon's acting, like in general,
Me
right?
neither. I'm not a big fan of him.
But he does have like a certain set of skills that were perfectly displayed in that film,
He's
which is
Jason
like,
Bourne, dude.
which is well, yeah, I know, but like,
Skills.
but in general, like he could play like kind of a dunce, likable, and you could believe that people would follow him, and you could believe that he has like empathy for people, all
Yeah.
at the same time, which is actually pretty hard to fucking do. Like, I don't know that many actors that can pull that off. Like,
So
I
maybe
think
he-
I thought it was a very good performance by him. Actually, like I thought it was one of his
liked
better
it.
ones.
I still thought it was like an odd choice, but like still liked him.
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, but I thought it worked. Like I actually thought. Now here we go. We're gonna be in the weeds. I thought like One Battle After Another, which I'm sure you've seen, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, I thought Leo's performance of that is one of his best performances.
Just a pot.
Just in the fact that like
He's
that's
just
not.
he's good at playing a bum.
Well,
like,
no, I'm just saying like I'm
He's
just
just
saying
an
that like
idiot.
he didn't really,
Pothead.
didn't really do shit. in
No,
the
but
movie.
here's
He was like Andrew Connelly in the fucking briefcase.
yeah, he's fucking
Yeah,
up.
but here's what I'm
He's
saying.
trying to do something.
Here-
He just is like,
or
oh
maybe
shit,
it's
did the
not.
wrong
Maybe
thing.
I'm.
It's like, I don't know the password.
Basically, you ripped off fucking. You ripped off fucking.
Paul Thomas Anderson ripped me off. That movie came
I
out
think
first.
you should sue Leo.
I should
for
sue
that-
Paul
for that.
Thomas
Yeah.
Anderson.
No, but what I'm saying is maybe not. Maybe I'm not putting it clearly. I wouldn't expect him to take that role and do that role at this point in his career. Do you know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
thought he'd be sick because I thought he'd want to like save the day.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. So I was kind of like, at least I guess I was like, I thought he was good in it. I didn't love that movie. I wasn't fucking blown away by it. I actually thought the other movie was better. The fucking one with Joaquin Phoenix. Elliot, not Elliot, or Endicott or whatever the fuck it was. Where he's like-
Eddington.
Eddington.
I like that movie a
I
lot.
love that fucking
I
movie.
really like that. I went in not knowing it was going to be.
Yeah,
that.
I saw
was
it twice in the theaters. No big deal. Flex.
like,
Seats.
HBO.
Yeah, seats.
AMC Gold guy.
AMC Gold. I'm not. I wish I was. But I thought he was great in that movie. I think like who else plays that role though? In this, like you. So you have
Who
like
could play Odysseus?
yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think of someone like way out there that'd be kind of funny.
Adam Sandler.
Sailor's Odysseus. David Spade.
David Spade is Odysseus. That's a movie I'm in though. I'm totally in.
I would watch that.
We watched that.
Yeah, no, I guess Matt Damon would be pretty Shane Gillis.
Well, they were talking about
As
no,
Odysseus.
they were talking about what's his name?
Whoa, dude.
Christian Bale, right?
It's a fucking
Like would
Cyclops,
Christian
dude.
Bale be able to like?
Christian Bale, I think actually would have been pretty decent at it.
No, I think he would have been great, but it would have been a different movie. Obviously.
yeah,
Like yeah. I thought the movie was great though. I
Matt
think
Damon's a
everybody
good
should see it.
straight man, if that's the.
Like
phrase.
that's your guy to play the straight fucking.
Straight now.
Yeah, exactly. He has played a bad guy though. Played a bad guy in Interstellar.
Yeah, I thought he was great in that.
Yeah, and Interstellar is fucking great, by the way.
I love that movie.
How do you rank, real quick? How do you rank your Christopher Nolan movies right now?
That's it's good. It's kind of a weird choice, but I think The Dark Knight's my. It's not a weird choice. The Dark Knight I still think is my favorite.
Is your favorite?
I think that's like his most emotional movie.
Okay.
I think that's Christopher Nolan's problem. Is like there's not a lot of emotion in the movies.
Yeah.
They're like huge spectacles, but like
Sure.
so. Dark Knight. I think Interstellar. Probably
Interstellar's unbelievable.
Dunkirk. I haven't seen Insomnia, by the way.
Inception. Have you seen Inception?
Inception. That's pretty good. I was like, I like Inception. I got to rewatch it.
Inception's
I
too much though. It's
I
like,
saw it
it's
when I
like
was 10.
Tenet is fucking horrible.
I hated Tenet.
Tenet's awful.
I saw people trying to defend that movie when it came out. I'm like, no, indefensible. It sucks.
Can you? Nobody can make sense of it.
I couldn't understand. I went on Wikipedia after the movie and I kept going through the plot. I was like, what?
It's like trying to read Stephen Hawking's books and being like, yeah, I know what's going on here.
I'll pretend to know what's going on to seem smart.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, just
Tenets, by the way, that's how you know you got a fucking total zero on your hands if they're like Tenet's his best movie.
That's
like you got a fucking poser.
Yeah,
You got a poser on your hands.
Off topic, because you
Yeah.
just brought up Stephen Hawking. Did you see the guy that can impersonate him?
It's unbelievable. It's
that's
unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. I couldn't be able to keep a straight face.
It's unbelievable.
Those two hosts were losing it. I was in my bedroom like, it's fucking unbelievable.
To figure out somehow that you can do that is wild.
Well, he does a bunch of them too. That
Bunch
guy,
of impressions?
a bunch of impressions.
Yeah.
But his face doesn't even change.
He switches from Stephen Hawking's to Steve O, and then the guy's like Steve O Hawkins.
I think they're like,
What are all the bad boys
Yeah.
doing tonight? I was dying. I can't even do it. But
He's like a ventriloquist.
Yeah,
He just kind of just
but
comes
he
right
just
up.
he just holds the mic right there and he just goes nuts. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
all right, so listen, we're going to do Patreon in a second. Listen to, follow everything Andrew Connelly does, Big Red Productions.
Please do. Thank you.
Follow all their stuff on Instagram. We'll post it this week, obviously. It's fucking phenomenal shit, and we think it's great, which means it's
Yeah.
great,
Thank
right?
Yep.
We're tastemakers. That's what I would say we are.
Tastemakers.
Trendsetters.
Yeah,
The kingmakers.
See, like, remember, tastemakers, you could have said pause after
peasant
that.
makers. Peasant makers. He comes on this. He gets demonetized on YouTube.
I lose
Like,
my
fucking-
account. God fucking damn it.
What the fuck? What happened? All right, we'll be back next week. Peace.